would an important note be to write about the light energy today? What would you write?
The light of the sun is very strong.
And why is that happening?
Because the clouds are blocking.
Center, here we go.
I bet there's
Remember, scientists are problem solvers. That's what we're working on.
It looks like a trapezoid. It's a triangle. But it's like
and why shape? And why shape?
Look at how
And
interesting.
that's why shape. It's Fred saved it. It's hurting the rest of the trees. I found out where it broke.
this tree is different than all the others.
It's so skinny. Now the leaves are gone.
No, it's
Make
because-
the tree so skinny.
No, it's because this tree is
Madison,
white and orange.
you know how this one tree didn't fall over? I'm very skinny.
Why do you think that was?
Probably it just grew. Probably shrunk or bruised. All the trees
This
are
Giannetti,
Yeah.
it looks like a wooden bridge. It looks like an arch. And this thing looks like a little house. If they had like grass on it, it would look like a house.
That's a leftover basalt rock from our volcanoes.
Can I touch one?
It's a volcanic rock.
Yep.
It's like erosion.
Spiderwebs.
From years and years ago. I found the rock.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen it.
Do you see any evidence of where those little rocks could have gone?
Yeah. Over here.
Look down.
Right there.
Do you think those could be the missing parts from the hole?
Yeah. They just broke it so we could do a jigsaw.
You know what I noticed too? Look at the beautiful ferns growing out of the rocks.
yeah. And they're supposed to be extinct. And moss.
Okay, boys and girls, today we're talking about sound pollution. What do you think that might be?
When it's not a good sound or something that's not alive.
Okay, and what did you notice it out here? That
A little
was-
bit from the cars.
The cars. Okay, so boys and girls, pollution means something that has changed an area. So car noise could actually scare a bird, or snapping turtles, which live here, might not be able to lay as many eggs, and that's been proven. Or a smaller bird might not hear the hawk coming. So what could be an example of light pollution now? Thinking that it changes an area and from its original way.
Trees coloring it. There's a lot more grass on the ground, and you can see it. And if you look over here and you try to see grass over there, you can't really see it.
Okay, so that has, if the people cut down all of the woods, is that going to let more light in? So that's light pollution. When someone changes the space and the organisms that need more light don't have it, and the organisms that need less light, it's changed.
Ever since we got here, it used to be forest. Then when you think about how much field there really is, it shows that all of those trees that are chopped down, there's a lot of light pollution.
If forests and things like that were cut down, how do you think that affects the animals that live here? How does light pollution affect them? What do you think could happen? You can continue, go ahead. What do you think might happen? Anybody? What do you think?
think that more birds will be able to live.
All right, and is that, so thinking about that, so 300 years ago, do you think there were different kinds of birds here and more? Okay, and they're important to our habitat. What about the grass? Does grass grow better in a lot of light energy or less light energy? What does grass need?
A lot.
A lot. And then what do humans have to do to this grass? Mow it. Does nature have to mow her lawn?
Because the trees are covering that space over there where there is no grass. There's not a lot of light, and grass needs light. But over here where there is a lot of light, there's more grass than there is over there.
There's a train tunnel.
Now we have to try.
Right there.
There's some right over there. Some spikes.
Go ahead.
Yesterday we were reading a book about the Nashua River, and it was talking about how when the Indians came, the Native Americans came, they kept the forest clean and they only used what they needed. But when the settlers came, then they started polluting the Nashua River and started saying that they claimed the area, even though when the Native Americans came first. And then many years later, the dyes and all the fibers and everything else started getting into the water, and no one could use that water anymore.
And what were they using the water for?
It was beautiful. You could see, it was so clear. You could see the pebbles at the bottom, and no one put anything in the water, and they used that water source for many things, like their food.
Okay, and do other creatures live in the water?
Yes, owls, deer, and fish, they all came to drink water, and all the animals in the forest will come to drink the water.
Back in the classroom, you're going to talk about how does the light affect the edge of the pond? How does removing the trees and the vegetation affect the water? How does all of the goose poop, when it runs into the water, how does the light affect that? So back in the classroom.
Sign and I forgot what it's called, but they write what they want to change in the top, and then they have everybody sign their name, and then they hand it to people who can change it. And I was thinking maybe I could write one of those out, and then I can maybe they can take the garbage bags and put them out outside, and if we see any garbage, we can just put it in the trash can or in the garbage bag.
Humans, we make technologies. And do you think that we mean to cause pollution?
No.
So if we make the technology and change nature, can't we also help correct it and solve the problem? We can do that. So that's why that was a good book to read.
I remember from this book that we're reading in class that when the Native Americans would kill any animals that they need, they would forgive the animals that they needed, that they would act to animals for forgiveness.
Satin owls.
So she wants to share the difference in the sound pollution here and Nathan here. Let's listen to
Go ahead.
It's much different from here and over there, because over there it's really, really, really noisy because there's a lot of cars going by and a lot of factories. And here there's not as much factories. I haven't seen a single factory yet, but
Can you show us one of your decibel numbers for here? Your sound energy numbers.
And tell us where over there used to be. Where did you used to live?
I used to live in Staten Island.
And where's that?
It's you have to cross the bridge from Brooklyn to get there. One of them was the sound one.
Yeah, your sound energy number.
6:30 and 5:15.
So do you think in Staten Island that, what number do you think the sound energy would be there?
I would say an 8. Well, in Staten Island it was quieter than Brooklyn. So it's Staten Island, it would probably be like an 8.
What about Brooklyn?
8.5.
Okay.
And in Brooklyn it would probably be like a 10.10 because it was really noisy over there.
Here we found